Hi, I'm Aaron. I worked on the back end.
I'm Daoud. I worked on the front end.
I'm Donnie. I also worked on front end.
And I'm Edward. I worked on the back end with Aaron. We also have Mars, who's not in the presentation right now, but he worked on the front end, and Vivian, who's the front end supporting us with this presentation.
Yeah. So it's 2021. Where everyone's stuck in quarantine with nothing to do at home. So there's no better time than now to pick up a side hobby like learning a new language. So with Triolingo, our app, we empower users to discover and learn a new language in an interactive way. Using cutting-edge AI technology like Google Vision and cloud translation, we strive to provide learners with a fun and interactive way to learn.
Okay. And for our inspiration, we actually took inspiration from a comedy sketch on a show called Silicon Valley, and it was about Jimmy O Yang, who created an app that scanned objects and identified if they were either a hot dog or not a hot dog. It's pretty funny, but it gave us the idea to use Google's Vision API to scan objects, tell us what they are, so that we could send those to a translation API that gives us the translation in a specified language.
So before I go into a live demo, I'm going to show you some screenshots because they're easier to show than on my phone. So this first screenshot shows our first page, which has the languages. Currently, I have Indonesian selected, but we currently support a lot of different languages as well. Um, so this is our camera tab, and this is basically where the user can take the picture into our app and where it can return the word in a different language. This is our quiz part where this is where the user can learn the languages. So once they take the quiz, it kind of looks like this. What is computer keyboard in Indonesian? So there's like different options. The correct one is papan ketik computer, which is translated to Indonesian. Mug, here we have a mug. Doesn't really have a direct translation, so it's just mug. Here are more examples, calculator, mouse. And now I'm going to show a live demo. So right now I have the app open. As you can see, this is the camera um, tab. And I'm going to take a picture of this flower. Hopefully there's not much in the background that's disturbing it. Okay, so I took the picture and hopefully it returns. So it says we found a flower pot, which translates to pot bunga. It's not exactly accurate. Pot is pot and bunga is flower, but it's got the right idea. Um, yeah, so I'm going to pass it to Dawood, who's going to talk about future improvements for Triolingo.
Yeah, thanks, Edward. So yeah, some future improvements we could do for future or for Triolingo. First would be to implement a swiping feature to engage with the quizzes. This would make the learning process much more enjoyable for the user and easier to learn. Um, in addition, we can add better support for multiple devices. Although it does work for iOS and Android, some features do look better in either one or the other. So being able to fix those would be great. A couple other features we could add are supporting a wider range of languages so you can learn any and every language. And lastly, implement a login feature so users can maintain their data history throughout the long term and come back at any time to regain their knowledge of different languages. And yeah, thank you for listening to our presentation.